Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a quick hack guide where I'll show you how to create a circular minimap in UEFN. We'll cover two approaches, doing it without verse for simplicity and using verse for more customization. In this first part, I'm demonstrating the without verse version of the circular minimap. As you can see, the player marker moves out of the map boundaries and overlaps the border of the map. This could be helpful if you don't want to jump into verse and your map size is small, as you can add barriers to prevent players from ever going off the map border. Now, I'm demonstrating the with verse version of the circular minimap. Here, the player marker stays within the map borders, and we also have a zoomed-in map, making it adaptable to any map size. Even if you're not familiar with verse, don't worry, it's not that complicated to set up. If you'd like to support me, the project files for this tutorial are available on my Patreon. You can find the link in the description below. Let's dive right in, starting with the version that doesn't use verse. First, add the map controller device to your scene. I'm setting the map size. Be sure to adjust it according to your playable area. In the latest update, the map controller device now lets us change its default shape from square to circle. Let's set it to a circular shape. And that's it. That's how you make a map circular in UEFN. Just kidding. While this does cover how to change it from square to circle, we're going one step further by adding a circular border. You can skip this part if you're following the verse version. First, capture the minimap image by pressing the Capture Map Image button in the map controller device. The image will be stored in App Data, Local, Unreal Editor Fortnite, Saved, Screenshots. This is the border I prepared for the tutorial. All the red painted areas will be masked out, so make sure to capture the proper map image, ensuring your entire playable area is within the circle. Now let's import our map image and border image. Make sure to set the LOD bias to no mipmap and the texture group to UI for both. Now, let's create a basic minimap material. This will be used to display our map image and apply the circular border mask. Set the material domain to user interface to ensure it's used properly in the HUD or UI. Now, change the blend mode to translucent so we can apply a spherical mask and allow transparency where needed. Now, connect our newly created Minimap material to the custom map material property in the map controller device to apply it to the Minimap. And that's it for the non-verse way. You've now created a circular minimap with a custom border and set up the material for the minimap. It's a simple and quick approach, perfect for smaller maps or if you don't want to dive into verse scripting. Let's see how it looks. We cannot use a zoomed-in map with this approach, as it all breaks. To fix this, along with the player overlapping with the map border, let's take a look at how to do the same thing in verse. First, let's uncheck the Use Custom Map Material checkbox in the map controller. Let's take a screenshot of our game screen. I'm sure some of you might have figured out what I'm about to do next. Let me know in the comments if you guessed it. First, let's create our minimap in a user widget. This will make it easier for us to work with in verse. First, let's set our reference image, the screenshot we just took, in the canvas. After that, we'll add the minimap border on top of the minimap, aligning it with the reference image. We're just going to overlay our map border on top of the minimap. I know you can do this without using verse as well, using the HUD message device. However, for some reason, the position of the map border offsets a lot when I try to add the widget using the HUD message device. That's why I'm using verse. Verse. Give it a try, and if it works for you, then that's great. Now I'm just going to recreate what we made in the user widget with Verse. It's a very basic and small UI. Here's how it all comes together. We do not need to set padding or alignments for the image. Just make sure to set the proper image size. That's it for the UI part. Now let's create a function to add this UI to our player HUD. Now let's make it compatible for multiplayer by implementing a per-player canvas map instead of the maybe canvas optional variable. Now, to add the UI to each player, we will reference player spawners by the player spawner tag and add the border widget to the player once they have spawned. And we're done with the verse code. Make sure to add the player spawner tag to all the player spawners. That's it for today's tutorial. I hope this helps you create your own circular minimap with and without verse in UEFN. If you found this useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below with any questions or feedback. Also, remember to check out the project files on my Patreon if you'd like to support me. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.